I never thought my life would take the devastating turn that it did when I was 23 years old. I never believed I could be someone that would fall mentally ill, someone who'd be bombarded with delusional beliefs, manic behavior, suicide attempts, and so much more. But life proved me wrong. Let me take you back to the beginning. I was studying law at university. I was confident, I was bright, and ready for a successful future. And that's when I met her, a psychology student. And from the moment I saw her, I fell in love. But I wasn't a good boyfriend. I was drinking too much, using cannabis, and getting into fights. I made her cry more than once. Then 1 year later, I moved to another city, and I can't even remember saying goodbye. I didn't know then that that relationship was the most important part of my life before my illness took hold. Losing her didn't just break my heart, it broke something inside my mind as well. I thought I could move on, but deep down a part of me always held on to her. And in the years that followed, my life took a strange turn. I started meditating to an Indian guru my parents worshipped. They believed he was Krishna himself, and after a few intense spiritual experiences, I believed it too. But I was still using drugs and alcohol, and my mind was starting to crack. Then in 2010, everything exploded. I was sitting in my parents' living room staring at a picture of the guru and his wife, and suddenly a wave of euphoria washed over me. In that moment, I knew I was Krishna and my ex-girlfriend was Radha, who's Krishna's eternal soulmate. I ran out the house crying, looking for her at my uncle's old house, at the park, everywhere. In my mind, some sort of spiritual test was happening. My heart was being asked, do you love her no matter what? If she's fat, old, ugly, and my soul was screaming yes. And that was the day I was admitted to a mental health ward for the first time. In the hospital, they started giving me antipsychotic medication. The first time I took the tablets, I thought the nurse was a demon and she was giving me poison, but my parents begged me to take it. For months, I was still obsessed with my ex, still telling everyone I was Krishna. The doctors call these delusions. They told me I had schizophrenia at that time, but I didn't understand what that even meant. When I finally came back to reality, I didn't recognize myself. I had gained massive amounts of weight due to the medication. My thinking was slow, my confidence was gone, and my self-esteem zero. I wasn't the bright, confident guy I used to be. I was a depressed wreck. This is just the first introduction into my world, a world shaped by the past 15 years and counting. My story goes much deeper than this. I've lived through delusion, confusion, depression, anxiety, drug overdoses, weight gain, sedation, tears, heartbreak, and even suicide attempts. But with every breakdown, I've found a way to stand back up, a little stronger each time the madness passed. And now I want to share my story, not just to speak my truth, but to offer hope and advice to anyone who can relate to even a small piece of my life. If I can survive everything I've been through, the highs, the lows, and all the mistakes, then I believe you can too. You are not alone. Subscribe if you want to follow my journey, the raw truth about mental health, heartbreak, and rebuilding a life from scratch. Thank you.